What is going on, everybody? It is X Factor Xbox here, back with another Madden 20 rebuild. Today we're going to be doing the Arizona Cardinals, and the Arizona Cardinals made probably the biggest trade, the biggest move of this entire offseason. They traded for DeAndre Hopkins to add to the receiving corps. They have Hopkins, now they have Larry Fitz, Christian Kirk, now they have DeAndre Hopkins, and they have a young quarterback in Kyler Murray that can potentially boost them up to potentially be in the MVP conversation next year. They also drafted Isaiah Simmons in the first round. They got Josh Jones. They got a couple. Those were really the only moves I really know about that the Cardinals did. But anyways, let's go and jump into the team, into the rebuild, whatever. Alright, so having a look at the team here, as you can see, they added DeAndre Hopkins, 98 overall, superstar X Factor wide receiver. Probably the dumbest trade I've ever seen. They traded away David Johnson, I believe a 4th round pick for Hopkins, and the Texans' 2nd round pick. I think that was the dumbest trade in history. Including DeAndre Hopkins in the receiving corps. They also have Christian Kirk, 78 overall star development, and Larry Fitzgerald. Kyler Murray obviously was a rookie last year, and hopefully he can take a step up in this rebuild. Really outside of that, there's not much going on. They also drafted Josh Jones in the 2nd round. And then looking at the defense, they added Isaiah Simmons this offseason. They also added Devondre Campbell, who is playing middle linebacker now. I guess he can play middle linebacker. They added Jordan Phillips. And that's really it. And then I'm going to make some of their developments and update their contracts. And I'll see you guys at midseason. Alright, so having a look at the team. We're having a look at the record through midseason. We are 0-8. That's cool. We're just 0-8. That's awesome. We're not looking too good. I did give Josh Jones star development, and I also gave Isaiah Simmons superstar development, which should be very nice. Can maybe move Chandler Jones to defensive end? I think he could be a defensive end. I don't know. But it's really all we really did. We're obviously not doing very good. We're 0-8. Let's go look at players to re-sign here. Kenyon Drake. Alright, there's a bunch of people. I think DJ Humphries actually had a huge contract extension after this year. Don't remember what it was. We'll just wait on actually all these guys. So now let's go ahead here and simulate to the end of season. Well, I'm acting like we're in Madden 21. Next year will be the first official year. But this year, this is just really a year to people develop and stuff. Alright, so here we're at the end of year number, 0. We did not do too good. We ended up going 6-10. The division was terrible. Everybody had a losing record. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out the stats here and see how our players did. I don't think I checked the stats in the final year or two. And I didn't check the yearly awards very much last time, so I'm gonna try to remember that. Kyler Murray, 3,700 yards. 28 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Kenyon Drake averaged less than 4 yards per carry, had 5 touchdowns. Kyler Murray ran in for 5 touchdowns as well. Even Benjamin even got 4. DeAndre Hopkins surpassed 1,000 yards. Let's get 8 touchdowns. Larry Fitzgerald wasn't too bad. Christian Kirk only had 548 yards, 44 catches. Blocking, DJ Humphries lit up 12 sacks. Looking at tackles for loss. Get quite a bit. Oops, let me go that. Sacks. Chandler Jones led the team with 7. Isaiah Simmons had 5. Interceptions. are way down because we didn't force that many turnovers. I'm gonna look at catches allowed. Jordan Hicks led at 54. Dang. Zane Gonzalez missed 6 field goals. Let's go and check out yearly awards. MVP is Patrick Mahomes. Coach of the Year, Jason Garrett. We are in the NFC. NFC Player of the Year, Matt Ryan. Defensive Player of the Year, Deion Jones. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Kyler Murray. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Isaiah Simmons. So we went Offense and Defensive Rookie of the Year. Matt Ryan, Best QB. Best running back is Elliott. Receiver, Gold Tate. And that was it. So we got Offensive Rookie of the Year and Defensive Rookie of the Year, which is hopefully going to give a dev upgrade to at least one of these guys, but I highly doubt it. So let's go ahead and head to the free agency period. Alright, so we have a total of $58 million in cap room to sign some free agents. Hopefully there's some good free agents. I doubt there is. Zach Pascal's probably going to be there, and we're probably going to offer him, and he's probably going to reject, so let's jump right into this. Alright, so we're not bidding on too much, but we are bidding on Chris Jones, 94 overall superstar X-back, to add to the defense, which is looking like to become a future best defense in the league. We're also bidding on Graham Gano and a fullback, Chris Jones. Hopefully we can get him. We really need him. Alright, so finally, somebody doesn't decline. We get Chris Jones, and we also get Graham Gano. 2 huge pick on Chris Jones is the biggest one so far. Defense is up to an 83. I just want to show you guys some dev upgrades because I'm pretty sure some people actually went up in development. Nobody did on the offensive side of the ball, but on the defensive side of the ball, Isaiah Simmons did in fact go up to Superstar X Factor, which is going to be very cool. I really want to use Hassan Reddick. I don't know if he's definitely probably an outside linebacker. We can try to move Chandler Jones down to D-line and then move Hassan Reddick to outside linebacker. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Alright, so having a look here at the draft class, I think we had a pretty solid draft here. We did trade away our 5th round pick, two 5ths, and our 7th this year for the Minnesota Vikings 3rd next year. So hopefully that can be a pretty high pick. But, in the 1st round we drafted Allen Hansen, 77 overall, hidden development guard from Penn State, 22 years old. Looks like he can be really good for us. And then in the 2nd round, we got Angelo Wilson, 73 overall, normal development. His combine looked really good, so I kind of took him, hoping he would have hidden. But he only has normal. He'll probably be our slot corner, which isn't or our 3rd corner, which isn't ideal. And then we drafted Dre Ingram in the 3rd round, 71 overall, normal development, 21 years of age. So very young, can potentially take over for somebody, I don't know. And then we just drafted Mitch Peterson because I thought he looked decent, 23 years old. Probably not going to start for a while. But that was our draft class, not the bad of a draft class. And now, let's go ahead and jump into year 1. Alright, so looking at the team heading into the first official year, team's not looking too bad. We don't have a running back, so we're probably going to look to get one next year or sign one during free agency. I'm actually going to start Eno Benjamin. Kyler Murray, superstar. I'm actually going to cut J.R. Sweezy. We free up around 2.5 mil, so I'll take that. On the defensive side of the ball, I did move Chandler Jones to left end, and I moved Hassan Reddick to right outside linebacker. Did not end up drafting a middle linebacker. I'm actually going to start Evan Weaver over Devon Kennard. We obviously picked up Chris Jones in free agency. But anyways, outside of that, the team basically stays the same. And let's go and jump into year 1. Alright, so midway here through the first official year, we are currently 2-6. And we are bottom of the NFC West. But we still have another half of football. Hopefully we can win some more games and maybe make a playoff spot. I don't know. But let's go and check out the development of our left guard. See if he has anything special. Probably just has star development. Actually, he has superstar development. Let's go. I rarely draft superstar offensive linemen. Last time we only drafted one superstar and we had so many hiddens. I will take that. Thank you for that superstar offensive lineman. Now people to negotiate with. We actually have Buda Baker, which that is a cheap contract. Someone will want to lock you down on a 6-year deal. Please accept. Of course you don't. Hector Peterson's going to be wanting a 1-year deal. He's going to regress, so I'm going to wait until he fully regresses. Hassan Reddick, I'm actually going to see how he does this year, because that is a ton of money. That's like what? Close to $9 million a year. Don't know if I want to pay Hassan Reddick that much. But we'll come back to the table with Buda Baker. Hopefully we can resign him. And now let's go and simulate to the playoffs. Alright, so at the end of the fifth, I don't know if you guys want to count this as year 2, but I'm counting it as year 1. We did not make the playoffs, unfortunately, as I thought we were going to. We apparently have Tyler Johnson on our practice squad, which is pretty cool. We ended up finishing 6-10, and the division was trash once again. Nobody had a winning record. Just epic. Let's go and check out the stats. See how Kyler Murray did. He went down in touchdowns, went way up in interceptions. Those look like rookie numbers. Rushing, Eno Benjamin averaged 3 yards per carry, which is awful. So we're going to be needing a running back pretty bad. Receiving, Hopkins didn't even break 1,000 yards. What is going on, dude? Blocking. Josh Jones put up 10 sacks. Defensively, did we at least get some pressure? Chris Jones got 9 sacks. Chandler Jones 6.5. Isaiah Simmons 6.5. Interceptions, 2 from D'Angelo Wilson. So more interceptions, but still pretty low. Graham Gano was pretty solid. We had one of the worst offenses and one of the not a very good defense. Check out yearly awards here. Patrick Mahomes wins MVP. Coach of the Year is Pat Shurmur. We're on the NFC. Offensive Player of the Year is Cam Newton. Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Miguel Roman. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Did we win any sort of award? No. And apparently Tegan's is on the Lions now, so that's pretty cool. Nothing really happened here. Let's go ahead and simulate to the free agency period. Alright, so this year we have 48.47 mil in cap space. I also re-signed Hassan Reddick. He also went to star development, and I'm pretty sure he's the only dev upgrade on the entire team. But let's go ahead and jump into this free agency period. Alright, with our available salary cap, we're going to be bidding on Marshawn Lattimore. We just lost Patrick Pearson free agency. Going to be replacing him with a younger, better player. And we're also going to be bidding on Chris Carson. So hopefully get us a absolutely good running back. Oops. Alright, so we got Marshawn Lattimore. Huge addition to the defense. Looks like our corner spot should be pretty solid. Chris Carson didn't accept for some reason. We're just going to wait. Hopefully good. Now let's go do the draft, and I'll give you guys a draft recap. Alright, so Chris Carson accepts. Huge addition to the offense. We got ourselves a starting halfback. Alright, so having a look at our draft class, this was a really good draft class. So with our first round pick, we went ahead and drafted Cedric Bassey to be our future middle linebacker. Looks pretty good, staying through overall hidden development. And then we drafted Eddie Duhon to potentially replace Chris Jones, Chandler Jones actually. Never mind, to be the replacement there. And then in the third round, we found this guy, who's a 74 hidden development defensive end, who's going to be starting for us 100%. And then we're going to take Marcus Surreal. I'm like, he's going to be the replacement for Marcus Gilbert. He's not going to be anything special. But guess what? He's got hidden development as well. 70 overall. Looks pretty solid. And then, I checked the best player available. And guess what? He also has hidden development. We're just the GOAT at drafting hiddens. And then we just, pick some people for depth reasons. But honestly, that was a pretty good draft. I will take that. Hopefully we can at least get a winning season here in year number 2. Year number 2. Let's go. Alright, so having a look at the team heading into year number 2, offense is coming to go. DeAndre Hopkins has officially reached that 99 overall. It looks like Searless is going to actually start at right tackle for us. Then Wright is going to start actually at right guard. So a couple new starters are going to be on the offensive line. Then going into defense, well, we got ourselves a new starter, and B. Smiley is going to be taking over for Jordan Phillips. We also Bassey's going to be taking over for Devon Kennard. We're actually going to cut and we free up 1.1 mil, which I will take that. So the team's looking a little bit different. Might be trading away a couple players. I don't know. Let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, here we are midway through year number 2. Only year number 2. It looks like we are 4-2-1. We're finally having a winning record. Let's go and auto upgrade these guys. Hopefully, one of them has superstar development. That'd be very nice. If they all had superstar development, which is very, 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 very unlikely. But you never know. You never know. Both of our linemen have star development. On defense, our right end has not been revealed, and our middle linebacker has not yet been revealed. How much playing time is he getting? He is getting quite a bit. Just a couple more snaps. Alright. Team's coming together really well. And let's go ahead and jump into negotiations. Actually, Christian Kirk has a breakout. But we don't really care for that. James O'Shaughnessy. I don't really care for you. Christian Kirk. We are actually going to bring you back to the team. Alright, he comes back. Max Williams can negotiate. We're going to let a lot of these guys go. I don't know who Drew Anderson is. I've never heard of this dude. We're going to let everybody else go except for Christian Kirk, and we're going to wait until Chandler Jones progresses to see what the overall will be. Well, we do have to replace it for him, so I don't know. So let's go ahead. We're looking at, we're actually leading the division. Let's go ahead, send the playoffs. Hopefully, we can make them. Alright, so it looks like we got a first round bye. We finished the year 10-5-1 and won the division. Let's go. It's our first round bye in, I think, ever since our Jets rebuild, probably. So it's been a couple of rebuilds since we got in our first round bye. Team is up to an 86 overall, 85 offense, 89 defense. I'm looking at this. Alright, and they both just have star development, which is low-key disappointing. But it's low-key okay, because we made the playoffs. And let's go ahead and check out the stats, actually, because I'm pretty sure that, I don't know if the stats add on to the regular season. I don't think they do. Kyler Murray had the interceptions way down, touchdowns down, yards are staying the same. He's not really going off. He's just doing kind of meh. Chris Carson was pretty good. Had over 4 yards per carry, had 50 rushing touchdowns. The running back we needed. Christian Kirk nearly broke 1,000 yards, had almost double-digit touchdowns. Hopkins has only broke 1,000 yards once. And Isabella had a pretty good year. A couple of people also chipped in here. Josh Jones led up 11 sacks. Mark Searles led up 10 sacks. Tackles, so the team tackles for loss, quite a bit. We had 3 people in the double digits. Chandler Jones, Brian Smiley, and Isaiah Simmons. Christian's also at 8. That's the first time I've seen anybody in my team get 3 people with 10 or more sacks. It's never happened. I've had maybe one. I think one person had like 9.5, one person had like 10.5. I don't know. It's the closest, but we got the pressure. Did we get the turnovers? Yes, we did. Defense is just stepping up all around. Team is just honestly playing phenomenal. Granvino 16 of 22. But yeah, and it looks like we had not that great an offense, but I'm pretty sure we had a really good defense. Yes, the 3rd best in the NFL. Yearly awards. Did we win an MVP? Patrick Mahomes won it. Did anybody finish top 10? No. Coach of the Year goes to Frank Reich. Apparently, we didn't even make it, which is cool. We're in NFC. I was playing the year Russell Wilson. Defensive Player of the Year, Quan Alexander. Do you have anybody? One person, Chandler Jones. I'll take Derek Black. Defensive Brigade. This should be pretty obvious. Yes, Brian Smiley, who had 10.5 sacks. QB, running back, receiver, lineman, defensive line. Sharon Jones, one of the best defensive line. So we got a couple people winning awards. Very nice to see award winners on your team. And let's go ahead here and simulate to the divisional round. Alright, here we are in the divisional going against the 10-6 Chicago Bears. Team is an 86, offense 85, defense 89. I just want to see what their overall is. I don't like to play the games that much. They are an 85, so a pretty well even match. We got the X Factors, but they had the scheme. Apparently we have somebody who upgraded because I skipped some weekly training. We'll upgrade them. And hopefully, we can go to the NFC Conference Championship. Alright, so we did lose again. We're one and done in the playoffs. I feel like we've done that quite a bit. But hey, at least we got a first round bye. At least we made the playoffs in the first half of the rebuild. I mean, it took us until the final year in the Redskins rebuild to make it. We got a first round bye in our second year. I think we can honestly win a Super Bowl here in year 4. But let's go ahead and simulate to the re-sign period. Or the free agency period, whichever one. Alright, so heading into the free agency period, we ended up franchise tagging Chandler Jones, so we got him back on the team. But we have $35 million here in cap room. Let's see what we can do with this cap. Alright, with our cap room, we're going to be bidding on former Eagles tight end Zach Ertz, superstar development 90 overall. He still looks pretty good. Hopefully he could be another receiving target for Kyler Murray. Alright, so we got Zach Ertz, and we have a 5th-year option. I think I've been avoiding these for quite some time. I don't know why. Let's go and look at it. I bet you it's for Kyler Murray. It is for Kyler Murray. Yes. We'll give him a new option because I really don't feel like paying him. Alright. Heading into the draft here. We'll skip one more. No. Alright, let's go ahead. Head into the draft. Alright, so having a look at our draft class, we really didn't do too much. We didn't really get any starters, but we drafted Jeffrey Stanley. He looked pretty solid. 76 normal. He is not going to be replacing Kyler Murray. We're going to be trading him away for a pick or a person or player. But we drafted a backup tight end, and we drafted a depth offensive lineman. The CPU did typical CPU stuff, drafting 57 overalls in like the 3rd round, which is just absolutely epic. And let's go ahead and jump into year number 3. Alright, so having a look at the team heading into the 3rd year. Team's looking pretty good. It's looking a lot better. We can probably still use a center. But outside of that, offense looks pretty good. On the defense side of the ball, I'm pretty sure Jalen, I think that's his name, Jalen? Yeah, Jalen Thompson did go up to star development, so that's going to be pretty big for us. Outside of that, really nothing else. But hopefully we can actually win a playoff game this time. Alright, so trade alert. We're trading away Van Jefferson. I don't know how we got Van Jefferson and Tyler Johnson, but we do. We traded away Van Jefferson, Tyler Johnson, and our 3rd round pick this year for Eric McCoy and Tom Kennedy. We got Tom Kennedy just because we needed to make the trade go through. So we got ourselves our future center in Eric McCoy. Alright, here we are midway through year number 3 of rebuild. We are currently 5-2. Team is looking very nice. I in fact did not trade away the quarterback because there's really nothing I want to trade for. I think we can hold on to him and then trade him away later because you have to go up into overall. No. So it looks like we are tied for the division lead with the Seattle Seahawks, but we do have some players to negotiate with, such as Eric McCoy, Josh Hopkins, Isaiah Simmons. We're gonna have a very expensive re-signings to do. But I think we should be able to get it done. Eric McCoy comes back. Hopkins. Alright. Let's go after Isaiah Simmons. He's probably our biggest guy we have to re-sign here. He's 100% worth this. Alright, he comes back. We want to lock up Hopkins. And look, these are actually quarterback money, but we'll give it Hopkins. He want more money. We'll also oh dude, we're gonna have so many people to resign. We'll also resign Josh Jones to a 4-year, $35.1 million deal. He comes back. All right, there we go. And then Byron Murphy, we're gonna have to retain here, so we're gonna be very tight on cap here in the future, but that is fine. We'll resign Jalen Thompson to a 6-year. It's okay if you don't get Hopkins. It's not my number one concern. And we'll come back to, we have a replacement for Chandler Jones, so we should be fine there. But it looks like we got everybody except Hopkins. But let's go ahead and simulate the playoffs. Alright, so here in year number 3, we have made a wild card 10-6 going against the Packers. I'm assuming we did not win the division, which is not very good, because if we would have won the division, we did win the division. Jux just really fell off. Alright, team is an 89 overall team. This is looking like one of the best teams I've ever rebuilt. The Jets were pretty good. This team looks really good. Just hopefully we can finally win a playoff game. We haven't won one since. Probably, I feel like we did a rebuild after the Jets. The Jaguars. No, last one I'm pretty sure we won was the Jets. So hopefully we can get a wild card dub against the 9-7 Green Bay Packers. Alright, so it looks like we finally won a playoff game. Now we're moving on to the divisional round. We are facing the 12-3-1 Minnesota Vikings. Usually they're bad in sim, but apparently they're doing really good this year. And probably they're the best team in the league with our 89 overall team. Hopefully we can advance to the NFC Conference Championship. And it looks like we make the NFC Championship going against our divisional rivals, the 9-7 Seattle Seahawks. We took their running back, and let's hopefully we can take their spot in the Super Bowl divisional matchup in the NFC Championship rival game. This should be a very fun one to watch in real life, honestly. Please, we haven't made the Super Bowl since the Jets rebuild. Let's make it here in the Cardinals rebuild. Alright, it's fine. We still have like 2 more years. It's fine. You know, sure we lost to a team that's probably way worse than us, and we are in the same division. We probably should have won that game. Still have 2 more years. Facing the Bengals in the Super Bowl. I wish that can happen in real life. But let's go ahead and check out the stats here. How did Kyler Murray did? He finally stepped up, finally played like a franchise quarterback. 4,121 yards, 30 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Rushing, Chris Carson averaged less than 4 yards per carry, but had 11 touchdowns. Receiving, Hopkins broke 1,000 yards, had 10 touchdowns receiving. Zach Ertz had 0 receiving. I've never seen that before from a tight end. That's kind of sad. But Christian Kirk went off, had 11 receiving touchdowns. Blocking, how did we hold up? Josh Jones had 14 sacks. I'm now looking at the individual stats, so it looks like Jordan Hicks had a crap ton of tackles. Sacks, nobody broke 10, but we still got a decent amount of sacks. I'll take it. Interceptions, I had 2 from Martin Lattimore. Graham Gano was not very good in the kicking game. It looks like we finished with a top 10 offense and top 5 defense. The Cardinals are actually really OP mad now. MVP goes to Deshaun Watson. Kyler Murray finishes just 3rd. Coach of the Year goes to Jason Garrett. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Kyler Murray. Defensive Player of the Year, J.J. Watt. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Deion Roan. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Samuel Turner. Best QB, Kyler Murray. Best running back, Elliott. Receiver, DeAndre Hopkins wins it. Best offensive lineman, Zach Martin. Defensive lineman, J.J. Watt. Linebacker, Khalil Mack. Defensive back, Shaquille Griffin. And kicker, Randy Bullock. So, we had a pretty good year. Finally, we have a really good year. It's been a while since we had a good year in a rebuild. Now let's go ahead and go to free agency. Alright, so it looks like we're having not that much cap room, 16.59 mil. We ended up letting Chandler Jones walk, but we franchise tagged DeAndre Hopkins. Hopefully, we can get somebody good in free agency. Alright, with our low cap space, we're just going to be bidding on a 75 overall kicker and a 72 overall fullback. So nothing really much here, but let's go ahead and look at our draft class. Alright, so we got the kicker, but the fullback just said no. Cool, we can just draft one. You're probably not really even good anyway. Probably not going to be better than when we draft. Let's go to the draft. Alright, so having a look at our draft class, so I just took the first 5 picks, actually, first 4 picks, and then just simmed it out. In the first round, we drafted Jermaine Kaler, 75 overall, elusive back from Syracuse. It looks pretty good. Second round, we drafted a backup defensive end. Actually, Bruce Harvey actually has hidden development. So, that is pretty cool. And let's go ahead and jump into probably the final year. Alright, so having a look at the team is looking pretty good. 89 overall, obviously, is really good. Defense is looking pretty nice. I'm probably going to sign a 4th corner and a middle linebacker. Let's actually just do that right now. So, middle linebacker, 4th corner. Let's do it. So I'm going to play some music over this. Like Michael. We should get X Factors, but they would. So we're going to be picking up some depth here. Say Kindle Vildor. Pretty sure he's an actual player. Don't pick him up. Alright. So it is a look at the team. Now, hopefully, we can win the Super Bowl. Alright, so in the final season, we are in the mid-wild card. We are 9-7, and we won the division. There's been a lot of bad teams that have won the division. Take that Bruce Harvey. Does he have superstar? Or maybe he's our slot receiver though. Team is a 90 overall, 92 offense. Harvey, let's just see his development. He's got to have really good development. He's got to have at least superstar X factor. He's just starting. He got that much experience. So pretty good year. We'll start him at our third receiver. Why not? Our first round pick just has star development. So this is a final look at the team. Kyler Murray was pretty good. We saw this back at quarterback. But the team looks really good all around. Actually, the offense is better than the defense. And in the beginning, the defense is way better than the offense. But now the tides have turned. The defense looks really good. Isaiah Simmons is nearing at 99. I'm pretty sure if we would do one more year, he would 100% get that. But, as I said, this is going to be the final year. Final look at the team. Team looks really good. Probably the best team I've built in a while. Hopefully, we can beat the 9-6-1 Dallas Cowboys. Alright, by the stroke of luck, we beat the Cowboys 35-28. Now we're already facing another OP sim team, apparently. The New York Football Giants. Hopefully, we can beat them to advance to the NFC Conference Championship. We've never made it past that since the Jets rebuild, and we've done quite a bit of rebuild since then. Hopefully, we can beat the Giants. Alright, so it looks like we beat the Giants by 3 points. Now, this is the game of the year. Well, obviously, it's the NFC Championship. It's the final year. We need to win the Super Bowl in the final year. But, team is out to a 91 overall, 9-7. We're facing the New Orleans Saints in the NFC Championship. Alright, sorry. Come on. Hopefully we can beat them. Let's go. Well, It looks like we lost in the NFC Championship once again. I really would want to do one more year, but I think we've already done enough years. Oh, we made it to the NFC Championship 2 times. That's the most I think I've made to a divisional, like a conference championship. This is a really good team. This is a really good team. Isaiah Simmons is now at 99. Let me set that with morale. But, you know, you can't win everything. This was honestly like the best team I've ever built in a very long time. My Jaguars team was honestly not even that good. I gotta say, the Jaguars team I did not handle very well. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It kind of sucks we didn't make the Super Bowl. But let me know in the comment section below what team you guys want me to rebuild next. Please leave suggestions, because I've asked for this at the end of every single rebuild, and I've gotten 0 suggestions for team to rebuild. So please help me pick a team to rebuild. We've already we rebuilt the Bengals, Jaguars, Jets, Dolphins, and now the Cardinals. I don't know why. I feel like we've done one more team, but I think those are the only teams we've done. So, picking a team besides those teams, I might redo the Jets and the Bengals because those were before the draft. I don't know. Let me know if you guys want me to do the Jets and Bengals one again, or you want me to do a different team. Let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next Madden 20 rebuild.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake, 'cause I don't fucking